name is JP Crawford. This will be the very first DiVerge Fitness podcast. Today we will be discussing how to lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Now, grab a pen, grab a pencil, piece of paper. You're going to want to write this down. Okay? First thing, you need to believe that you can lose 5 pounds in 5 days. Now, will this weight loss continue? Will in 25 days are you going to lose 25 pounds? No. Okay? But it's a nice way to get things jump started, and it's a nice way to realize and believe in yourself that you can lose weight. First thing I want you to do is write down your goal of losing 5 pounds in 5 days. Go ahead and convince yourself that you will weigh that body weight. So right now, if you weigh 220, tell yourself you weigh 215. You have to believe in yourself. Next thing I want you to do is write down how you're going to do it. First thing you're going to do is plan. You're going to plan to have a breakfast every single morning. Breakfast needs to be a combination of protein, carbs, and omega-3 fats. The easiest way for me to do that is to use the Vega Whole Food Health Optimizer. And in doing that, this is going to give you the fiber that is very important that you're getting in every meal. But with breakfast, this is going to give you a total amount of, from fat, 6 grams, carbohydrate, 22 grams, only 1 gram of sugar. It's going to be very important that you keep your sugar levels low. Protein, 26 grams. Most importantly, dietary fiber, 15 grams just in one shake, and that's 2 scoops of the Vega. You can have that in the morning and you get breakfast out of the way, because I know many people don't have time for breakfast. If you aren't doing this, you can also use the Beverly Shake. Now, in doing this, the fiber content in the Beverly Shake, because it's not a vegan-based food, so it's not a combination of vegetables and fruits, you're going to have to get your fiber elsewhere. So with this, you would do 2 scoops of this, as well as 2 scoops of the udo's oil, and then to get your fiber in, you would use the agave digestive immune support, using 2 to 3 scoops of it to equal the same amount of fiber that you would get from the Vega. Okay, so going over breakfast, first meal of the day. And then if you don't want to do any shakes at all, you can do oatmeal, old-fashioned oatmeal, no brown sugar, milk, anything of that nature added to it, just oatmeal and water with cinnamon. And then with that, you would have 3 range-free, all-natural, organic eggs. And that would be your breakfast. That's your first meal of the day. With that breakfast, you're welcome to have organic coffee, or you're welcome to have green tea, organic as well. Or you can have 2 cups of water, but you need to have breakfast. Breakfast needs to be consumed within 30 to 45 minutes of waking up in order to prime your metabolism in order to lose weight over these next 5 days. So that's the first meal of the day. Next thing you're going to be doing every morning is at least 30 to 45 minutes of exercise minimum. So you have 1 or 2 choices. You can either roll out of bed and begin exercising in 30 to 45 minutes in order to increase your metabolic rate, or you can roll out of bed and have breakfast within 30 to 45 minutes. Completely up to you. But you have to exercise and have breakfast every single morning. Next thing you have to plan is the rest of your day. Now, if you're eating fast food, just stop the video now, because you're not going to be able to do this. Okay? You're not going to be able to grab a Big Mac or anything of that nature and make this happen. Now, if you go to somewhere such as Burger King or somewhere of that nature and have a salad with grilled chicken breast chopped up in it, it's a much better choice, and that is what I would suggest. But even better, go ahead, pack your lunch, take it with you. Okay? So, you've got breakfast down, you know what to do there, either a shake or that, or exercise. Next meal of the day is going to be lunch. Okay? And in the afternoon, what I want you to do is, instead of hitting that sinking spell where you want to take a nap between 3 o'clock and 5 o'clock p.m., I want you to do 20 minutes of activity. That can be taking the stairs at work, it can be climbing on a bicycle, whatever it may be. But don't sit down and relax. Get up, get moving. Okay? Next meal of the day. We're only doing 3 meals a day. Optimally, you would want 5 to 6 meals a day. But for the majority of you, that's very hard. So for these first 5 days, we're just going to do 3 meals per day. You have to plan dinner. And you have to go ahead and convince yourself that you're not going to snack after dinner, okay? So, you're going to plan to have dinner between 6 p.m. and 7 p.m. You're going to plan to be in bed between 9:30 and 10:30 p.m. and you're going to be a grown-up. You're going to go to sleep and you're going to get a good night's sleep. So for dinner, let's think about the best choices here. Our biggest meal should not be at night. So I don't want you to have a big plate of pasta, or 2 or 3 hamburgers, or anything of that nature. I want you to take your plate and divide it up, okay? And I want at least half of your plate to be healthy, cruciferous vegetables, bright vegetables, red bell peppers, yellow bell peppers, green bell peppers, butternut squash, sweet potato, okay? The other half of the plate, you can have a minor amount of starch, okay? So on that part of your plate, if you would like to have a quarter of brown rice or something of that nature, that's fine. And then the remainder of it, I want to be your protein portion, okay? So for that, I want you to take and decide whether you want to have free-range salmon, meaning salmon that's not grown on a farm, that way the mercury levels are much lower, so this would be wild-caught Alaskan salmon, cod, halibut, haddock, anything of that nature, 4 to 6 ounces, or free-range chicken breast with no antibiotics or hormones. You can even go with red meat if you want. I would prefer for you to stay away from that, but if you need to, go for it. Okay, so we've got that squared away. We're going to be finishing off that whole meal with your dessert. Your dessert is going to be 1 serving size, okay? So, if you're getting this, it's going to be oikos, O-I-K-O-S, Greek yogurt. It only comes in organic, plain. Again, oikos, plain, Greek yogurt. What I want you to do is have one of the serving sizes of those. It's going to give you 22 grams of protein, very minimal fat, very minimal sugar, and it will also give you the calcium that you need in order to induce sleep a little easier. So you've got your entire first day planned out of losing 5 pounds for 5 days. All I'm asking you to do is do that for 5 days. We've got exercise, breakfast, lunch, dinner, everything is done. Where's the best place to exercise? DiVerge Fitness. We look forward to seeing you soon.